What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak.com, the hype, and it's going to be all about pricing today. Topps Chrome Football released last week. We got some data on some early sales. So we're going to go over like these rising box prices. Is the product worth it? We're going to discuss that later in the show. But first off, if you want to get into more breaks, save your money on buying a box, use code DUNKS15 for 15% off your order at Mojobreak.com. There's only 50 total uses and limit one per customer. This ends Monday, 4/27. So get in on the brand new Bowman Chrome Basketball 25-26. And we're going to be doing more Topps Chrome as we're going to be talking about it today. It's good to be back, man. I was gone for like a week and a half and it felt like a month. In this hobby, it's like a year. I was gone a whole year. Everybody already had birthdays. There's been 15 releases. And and now I'm back. So
welcome back.
Thank you.
I would say that is the most epic couple of weeks to go from Masters to then all the way to the other side of the country, as far as you can get to Hawaii. Pretty cool. So
yeah, it was hard to get used to the time. I was actually waking up at 4 a.m. in Hawaii.
Oh yeah,
which is cool because I got some gym in and got to walk around and watch the sunset and get some coffee in there and everything, and that was cool.
Right.
Huh?
Sunrise.
Yes.
Sunrise.
Yeah, right. Well,
maybe
look,
sunset. You weren't that far from the sunset, frankly.
I mean,
but also great for tea time. I mean, you're coming fresh off the Masters. So you're like, it's 4 a.m. You know what?
Like
I could get like 9 holes in.
Time
no,
tea time.
Yeah.
Tea time. I could get 9 holes in and then be ready at like 8 a.m. and for the rest of the day. Why not?
But the only thing is I feel like an absolute slob right now because when you're on your vacation, you're just you're pounding down different food and desserts, and you go to a luau and you got these blue Hawaiian drinks being handed to you while you're sitting by the poolside, and need to hit the gym for sure.
Yeah, I would imagine that. And again, times that with egg salad sandwiches and pimento cheese sandwiches on top of that, and times that by 2.
And Michelin chef pizzas. Yes.
Oh. Yeah, Dan was waxing poetic about it last week, and I still can't get over it.
It was life changing.
Yeah,
I did find out, because I don't know if we're going to get invited out there again, but I did find out from June 1st to June 20th, you can enter a raffle for a one-day ticket for like $100 for the Masters.
Whoa!
But for whatever reason, and I don't know, this is information online, and we'll get into the football stuff here soon, but whatever reason, you have to like own a home to go out there. Like, they look into that. They look at your address to make sure it matches your name, like you're the homeowner.
What do you mean you have to own a home in Augusta?
No, you have to, like, be a homeowner.
Period.
In general. You could just own a home.
That's what this person on TikTok said. Like, you can apply for this, but make sure your name is the homeowner of the property that you're saying that you live at.
Okay.
So the goal is, if you don't currently own a home, find a fixer-upper in a very, very cheap market. And just do that.
Or have a friend apply for you, right?
Exactly. Yeah. There's ways to get around this. We'll figure it out.
It's not surprising that they're making these kind of rules for the Masters being out there and knowing how they conduct business, which was cool to unplug. But yeah, there's a lot of the old school rules.
One of my favorite parts. I talked about it last week. One of my favorite parts is no phone.
No phones.
No phone.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I was just telling you, I was watching Coachella highlights from the weekend.
Probably a lot of phones.
So many phones.
And
all I was thinking was like, wait a minute.
There's probably people who had like 4 different phones. They're like, this is my Instagram phone, my TikTok phone.
I get it for like the first couple of seconds or the first minute even of like, okay, I'm here. I'm the proof I'm here. But then the rest, put it down. Because all of these performances are uploaded on YouTube.
Everybody is digesting all content through a screen. So they're there in person and they're recording, watching it on a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what we're used to now.
It's crazy. All I could think about, because I watched Justin Bieber's performance on Saturday night.
Yeah.
And I was like, the people that are in the front row, they did not pee today at all.
Oh, well.
Because they had to stand there for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they may have peed somehow.
This segment brought to you by Depends.
Yes. I know the fine folks at Liquid Death made a concert diaper one time.
Yes, they did.
So we talked about that on the podcast a while ago. So those might have came in handy. I mean, drinking down, throwing down some beers and trying to stay in the front row for Bieber.
Well, you're not getting any beers. You're also not getting any food.
No.
Like, you're making a firm commitment that this is what you are going to do for the next 12 hours.
That's why if I was there, I'd be like, there's big giant screens.
I'll be at the back.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's loud. I can hear it. It's enough. So I get it. I get the vibe. It's all good.
Yeah, that just doesn't. This just doesn't sound like a good time.
Hot and
Definitely
long
doesn't
day.
sound like going to the Masters.
No.
much different
Masters over
experience.
Coachella every day of the week.
Far different.
There's actually people, and I saw this, that they go to a concert and they have like 10 phones, and then they charge for like, they get a video of like Bieber, and there's another person that already paid $50 for that exclusive, and they'd be like, I'm at Coachella, and like they're really not there.
Oh,
So there's like people that make livings going to like events and being like, I'm gonna film this for you, and then I'm gonna send it to you, and you could be like, I'm here,
influencers,
and you're not
who
really
couldn't score
there.
the ticket,
Yes.
Sure.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a sad life.
That's,
yeah,
I mean, look, sad life, but for the person who's there at Coachella,
making the money.
not bad.
Yeah, making
take
the
it.
money.
Worst place to make a living.
So go to an event and live it for me, create content, and then I can say that I was there.
Yeah.
This is the plot of Total Recall. Just live an event for me. So it makes it seem like I was there. Yeah.
Well, a good movie.
Great movie.
A great movie.
I can't speak for the Colin Farrell remake, but the original.
The original.
Classic.
The original was amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Well, there's been a lot of chatter about Topps Chrome. We're going to get into that. Obviously, box prices, over $1,300. I haven't even checked today. Maybe they're more. $13 for a hobby. $3,000 for a Breaker Delight box. Jumbo's probably around $2,000 now.
Jumbo, I believe, is
It's 24, 25.
something like. I'll double check, but yeah, you got the Breaker Delight at $3K.
At least, if a hobby box is $1,200, you got to assume that a jumbo box would be double the price, right? Close to 24.
Yeah.
But I actually thought the secondary market would have softened up a little bit on some of these cards that have been hitting the market, and I'm wrong.
Certain ones, I know there's been some of the ultraviolets that came out of the gate hot. I think those are a little bit more regular than people would think, because it's probably a more common case hit is the ultraviolets.
It's the
Kaiju.
Kaiju kind of seems like it's the winner of the SP so far.
Also, really, really hard to hit compared to the rest of them.
Yes, very hard to hit.
Definitely the super short print.
Yeah.
Super short print.
It's, I think, and here I've got a graphic here of these are the top 3 individual sales so far out of Topps Chrome. This is according to Card Ladder. That Superfractor Auto of Joe Burrow.
Why?
Joe Burrow.
Why?
Is, and you know what's crazy? And there's 2 Kaijus. That one's the Joe Burrow Super at $23K. The Kaiju Jackson Dart makes sense, rookie, at $11.5K, and the Cam Ward at $10.6K. And guess what's the third highest Kaiju? It's Joe Burrow.
But explain the Superfractor Auto to me. Like, you could get.
Well, that's what people are saying online.
You can get a 2020 Prism.
But the guy loves Topps Chrome, maybe, and he doesn't want the Prism one. He wants that one. Joe Burrow didn't live in the Topps Chrome era. That's his first Topps Chrome card.
Well, and to your point,
you could say that about the whole checklist.
Exactly. I mean, and we're gonna have a discussion. I know some people are gonna be like, "Well, you guys are homers. You guys sell the products." We're actually gonna do it. I have 2 different opinions, and I'm gonna
doing
put
the
on
opposite
this.
right now.
You're doing the opposite.
Yeah.
So if you had 23,000, is that what it was?
$23,000.
You had $23,000
Raw, by the way.
burning a hole in your pocket, and you're gonna get a Joe Burrow 6th-year Chrome Auto.
Me
Superfractor?
personally, no. I'm gonna go with the Prism, the Contenders, or the NT. I am, but maybe
But
people
if you
hate. Maybe there's
you
certain
saw
people
Brock
that don't
Purdy,
like Panini.
you'd be like, you'd put a value. You'd rather get a Brock Purdy first Topps Chrome because he didn't have Topps Chrome, licensed Topps Chrome, or would you want a Brock Purdy rookie Prism?
His auto one list looked nice. I do want a Brock Purdy Chrome. I think I'm going to wait on that because I feel like they're going to settle down a little bit. I think the card. I think
on the depth chart.
The card looks fantastic. His auto looks even better than his rookie year. So I do want the card, but I'm not going to go out and. I mean, that's a Superfractor, so the guy has to. He can't wait that one out. If he's a Joe Burrow super collector and he already has maybe he already has all the Prisms and the Contenders and the NT.
It's also
he needs to add that to his PC.
It's also the perfect timing of it all. Like, it's the biggest Superfractor auto probably pulled so far. So of course it's going to be the one that tops the list. Like, if that was pulled probably a month from now, it's not selling for $23K. But kind of to your point about the comparison of,
I think you guys are. I mean, it truly is 420 today. You guys, are
I know.
you guys are a little high.
I'm not saying it's. Again,
I don't.
Is it justifiable?
Could
I don't
somebody,
know.
Yeah,
but
somebody
it
stop
is
justifying.
I'm just trying to
price
not-
on this
Here.
Joe Burrow.
I'm just trying not to tell a man what to do with his money.
Here's
no,
You know?
me either. I'm not denying that's what it is. I'm just like, dude,
Yeah.
can we? It's a little
crazy.
high. It's a
No,
little
it
high,
is a
guys.
little
It's
high.
insane.
It's a little
insane.
high.
23K for 6th year Joe Burrow. To that point, I think I saw Lamine James put it up first of like, make it make sense. Here you go. If you're listening to us, raw number to 150 color match Josh Allen in what year are we in? 9 of Josh Allen?
2026 is the year.
70, yeah, whatever. It's been a long time. $7,500 raw. PSA 10 blue scope number to 99 at 7,200 for Josh Allen.
But
Rookie year.
Here's the thing. A 2008 Kobe Bryant card doesn't sell for as much as the 2012 Prism because the 2012 Prism is the first Prism that Kobe Bryant was pictured on.
True. But with Allen here, though, that's his rookie auto.
It is.
That's the part where I don't get it.
I don't.
And it's lower numbered.
I don't understand. I mean, it looks like the Chrome is on card. I think the Prism might be.
It might be a sticker. It's 7,200
But
for the Prism.
Are we
$7,500.
justifying the price point, the price difference because of sticker and on card?
I mean, go back to that slide.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything that can justify
granted,
it.
The Topps Chrome does look better, though. I mean, you got to admit.
It looks great.
Yeah, no, I'll yes.
It looks better.
But does the rookie? So
Is the
And Josh, he grew up with his autograph. It wasn't the kid autograph anymore. It's, it says I'm a man, as opposed to a college grad.
that's an autograph of an MVP versus
It is.
a rookie.
Yeah. You look confused, Dan.
It's confusing.
I'm trying to. I don't understand. Hey, you know what?
Look, yes, the price. The
the
prices are shocking for sure.
The price of the box is really, really high, so I guess the individual cards should fall in line with that, right?
Well, here's another one.
But are we too far off? Before we go to the next
Yeah,
slide,
yeah.
are we too far off? Remember 2020 Prism first off the line? We were paying $3,000, $4,000 a box for that. And nobody was batting an eye when Prism football was over $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 a box. Now, I know the light is insane at $3,000 a box. It's uncharted territory. But why did we not give... Is it just because Topps is new and it should be cheaper because it's new? Or is it...
I don't in 2020, I don't think they may. I would say they probably made more 2025 Topps Chrome
Yes.
than they made 2020
I agree.
Prism.
Yes. I agree there for sure.
Yeah. Here's the other one. This is the Kaijus, which I think seem to be the number one SSP, versus the mangas. This is a rookie Caleb Williams manga versus a second year Caleb Williams Kaiju. Both raw. $4,900 for the manga rookie, about $10K for the Caleb Williams Kaiju SP second year.
I think the Kaiju again is a shorter print run,
Probably.
I believe, but
Which card visually looks better?
the Kaiju.
I'm like, because I think there's some of the mangas with that design that
That
I
look
would
good.
like. I think that Curry one, which is the number one right now recently, that one I think is really cool, the Chef Curry. I think that Caleb one is a little goofy.
With the bear paw?
Yeah, with the bear paw and the bear mask. It's a little bit on the goofier side, but there's some that are really nice.
I mean, I will say design wise, like Topps Chrome Football is one of the best releases I've seen in a long time.
I think the Tecmo Bowl cards
I think,
too are really cool.
I think they did a really good job with the short prints. The one thing is that's weird. I mean, I haven't seen too many of the premier rookie debut patches pulled.
No, there was just, and I saw, Adam, I think his name's Adam Palmer. He does the sports card nonsense stuff as well. He reported that a Tet McMillan sold for $30,000. It was one of the ones, not Tet McMillan. It was Travion Henderson was pulled. Ted McMillan's not been pulled. Travion Henderson redemption was pulled. It sold for 30, but I guess after it settled, it was a best offer of like 11 grand for a Travion Henderson premier, patch.
Still.
Rookie patched auto. So that's one of the ones that have been surfaced. Yeah, the big one.
I feel like it's a good deal.
Seems like it. I mean, he's a running back, but he had a decent year.
He
Got to
did.
the Super Bowl.
He's not, I mean, I wouldn't put him in the top 10 chases among rookie premiers. So if you're saying
I'd probably
outside-
put him in the top 20 though.
Sure. Yeah.
Out of the 92 or whatever, I would
Right.
say he's in the top 20%.
Right. Yeah. I'll be very curious how that all settles when what the first of the, because it seems like Jackson Dart early sales, he's the number one. We're seeing the most volume from him, some of the highest sales from him. So that kind of indicates to me that he's going to be the number one rookie premier subject if and when that eventually gets pulled.
100. Is it? There's no doubt that card is six figures, right? Easy to
I
say
think
that
so.
that'll be a six-figure card.
Yeah.
Do we say it's a $500,000 card?
I think so. Yeah.
Trying to think is what the basically the
I think it
the
is.
Nick
I
Kurtz
don't-
is the Nick Kurtz.
I don't think
rookie
it's a $1
debut.
million card though.
I don't think so
No.
either. It's a good situation though. You got John Harbaugh there. You have, Malik Neighbors coming off an injury. You've got the Giants are gonna win.
Scatterbo.
Scatterbo is gonna be back. Who knows?
Potentially. Well,
They just traded Dexter Lawrence
they did for the 10th pick.
for the 10th pick,
And Jim Harbaugh is
they-
literally
they're
won
probably
everywhere.
and rumor is that they're going to go with a receiver with the 10th pick.
I know Jackson looked better in the games that he played than the guy I'm about to mention, but boy, oh boy, we all were on the J.J. McCarthy wagon last summer going into the 25 season, and look how that turned out. So I don't know. I need to see a little more of a body of work.
I do too, but I think that there needs to, I think we also didn't really realize who can you name the coach in Minnesota? We might be able to, right? But we know John Harbaugh wins, right? John Harbaugh is going to be in
Kevin
New York.
O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell, though, is an offensive-minded coach.
Ram assistant coach,
Yeah.
great. Part of the Sean McVay tree, which is there? How many coaches in the league?
it's
Pretty much 90% of the coaches
And I
now
think
are.
we
You
were
mean the
all-
Shanahan, the Mike
No,
Shanahan
no,
tree?
yeah, no. Shanahan.
It's the Mike Shanahan tree.
Shanahan. He's
And I think we were all
He's struggling.
pretty bullish on McCarthy because of a lot of the reasons we just said. Oh, look at all the guys he's going to have to throw to. He's going to have all this incredible receiving core. He's going to have an offensive-minded coach. All the things we're saying about Jackson Dart. Now I get it. Dart did it in a couple of games last year where you saw glimpses and you went, okay, there's something here.
J.J. McCarthy had offensive-minded coach and Justin Jefferson.
The best receiver in the league.
And didn't put up
Didn't do
numbers.
it, yeah.
So to the point where they're just we're just going to go out and get Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray is safe to say will probably be their starting quarterback
You
this
would
year,
think
which,
so.
which will probably end J.J. McCarthy's tenure with the Vikings.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And back to, I just had a random thought about this Topps Chrome stuff as we're talking about Jackson Dart and his Kaiju looks fantastic. Imagine what Panini would have been, and I love Panini. Imagine what they would have done with the kind of marketing that Topps is doing. That's what this is. This is FOMO. Let's face it. I can justify these prices however long I want and compare them to the Prism prices and compare them to other stuff, and then we can have counterpoints of why is the Prism rookie selling for less than the Prism, the Topps Chrome's outselling the Prism rookie of Josh Allen. We can have all these debates, and it seems silly, but what it is it's marketing and FOMO is what it is. That's all it is.
Well, and the market kind of speaks for itself. We have data in the shop at the market prices. We've sold Chrome football of every SKU.
Mm-hmm.
So people are willing to come in and drop $3,200 on a single Delight box. And they are willing to come in and drop $1,200 on a hobby box. And they're willing to come in and drop $2,400 on a jumbo box. So, I could see a lot of people's argument if all this product was just collecting dust on every local card shop in the country, but it's not.
It's not. And you got it like we broke when boxes were $120 retail and $70 retail, and the cards didn't sell for as much then, but that's when we broke. So it's very easy for me to take like an old school approach and be like, it's too expensive because when I was breaking, it was 120. No, people are deciding these prices. Topps does have influence on that. Yes, of course they do. But people are buying this stuff, and Topps is, going with the market. DA is going with the market. Blowout's going with the market. It's weird because football was like the worst category for the last like 6 months. And then it just change happens, and all of a sudden everybody's coming out of the woodworks. They're back in collect.
I think what also like kind of hurts that narrative though is Topps does release the EQL, and they put a market price on a box at like $3.99, and even though it's not readily available, people's minds are like a steel trap, and now they're like $3.99 is what the price should be. No matter what,
$350 on Fanatics.com.
Yeah. So if it's $1,200 now, well, that's not fair because the market was set at $350. How do we go about changing that? Like, I love the fact that Topps goes out there and they do allow people to get tremendous deals through their EQL, but it also makes people very jaded when the product comes out and the market doesn't dictate even close to what the price was during the initial offering.
I think it was, I'll have to find it, but I think it was actually Jeff Wilson, and a lot of people were agreeing. I want to get your thoughts on basically like exactly what you're talking about. How do we combat that?
Here's the other thing. Like, if all these card shops were going to sell these products at, let's say a hobby box for $3.99, $4.99. All they're doing is selling it to somebody who's going to take the product and then just resell it.
Sure. So
people are angry that local card shops don't work as essentially a sub-distributor.
Pretty much. I think there's that. There is some purists out there that would want to build the set.
But Rob Veras basically came out and he was selling, I think hobby boxes was $600.
Yeah.
And from Burbank Sports Cards, but his caveat that he was going to take the cellophane off. And he got a crazy amount of backlash for that.
I think that's fair. That's you sell it.
I agree. It's fair too. If you want to rip the product and digest the product, but that is only a part of it. People are like, yeah, I want it for $600, but I want to take it, and then if I don't rip it, I can sell it for $1,300, $1,400.
That's actually I found the quote, and that's exactly the point. Yeah, it's basically Topps wholesaling their product cheaper to shops on Wave 2 and beyond doesn't mean that savings will be passed along to consumers. Shops will price at market value and keep additional markup. Rather, in my opinion, Topps should make more Wave 1 product available to shops, with shops having to pledge that they will resell it at consumer-friendly MSRP, and shops should remove the seal from the boxes at the time of sale to prevent flipping. So kind of, a little bit of what you were talking about.
I agree with that. I think that if we were to do that in our shop, I think there would be a lot of people that would be really happy with it, but there would also be a lot of people who are upset and confused about why they can't buy something and be able to take it out of the building and do whatever they want with it since they paid for it.
Right.
Also, you get in this tricky situation where then do people start trying to reseal it?
Sure.
That would be, you almost have to ensure that they rip
or
it.
Sell the packs.
Or sell the pack.
Sell the packs.
Yeah, we can sit here and do this all day. Like, somebody can basically be like, okay, take the cellophane off. I'm going to go and just sell the packs individually.
Right.
I know a person that does this at the National because, when you get the packs, like you go to the National and they're like, okay, you buy a box of jumbo, you get 2 silver Topps packs.
Right.
Well, they have to take the cellophane off there. So this person actually just says they put it on eBay and say completely untouched box, but it's opened. And they still sell it for like 90% of market, right? So they take a little bit of a 10% hit. So you could technically do that. Then do we take the step further, like Rob Veras is saying now, I need you to rip it in here, right? Like it's like, because you could still make money on the packs. So at the end of the day, I know people want to like complain that, well, it's because of the breakers. Yeah, it is. It's 100% because of the breakers is of why the prices are high. But the breakers are also the reason why there are these cards in general, right? And we're on both sides. We have a shop, we have a breaker, we're breakers. But there would be no way this product would come out. There would be no way that Topps would probably buy and get the NFL license if they didn't know that they could sell X amount to breakers. And knowing that people are digesting these on live feeds and they're buying their teams and they're buying their players and things like that. And generally, if we went back to 2012, which maybe some people will be happy about that, your Jackson Dart auto is going to be $120 because you're going to pay for a $120 box, right? So,
yeah, I mean,
if you want it that way, a lot of people would say, yeah, hey, I'd rather have it that way. That's fine. But like a lot of the people that have drawn attention to this hobby is because these cards are now, I hate to say it, alternative assets, but people are looking at them that way. You see Kevin O'Leary.
We went through a long time where you would rip a case and the biggest card that would come out of it would be $200, and it was a big card, and it would be exciting but you wouldn't get these like. Now you're seeing Topps Chrome, and I saw so many of our breaks where it was like potential $5,000 card there, potential $10,000 card there,
right?
Potential $20,000 card there, potential $40,000 card there. Like that wasn't. You even go back 5 years ago. That wasn't the world that we lived in this industry. It was like you hit a $500 or $1,000 card, you were like, wow, that is a hit of a lifetime.
And it feels like to kind of move to Bowman Basketball, and we were kind of talking about this before we started, Dan, like it does have the feeling of every product that is coming out right now from Topps is the biggest release ever. It's the biggest thing ever.
Ooh,
they were touting
I like
it.
what you did there.
They were touting it at the industry conference, from what I was hearing, basically like, first Bowman basketball cards are going to be seen the same way as first Bowman baseball cards. This is happening. I think that's pretty wishful thinking, and I think the fact that they're including more NBA guys, Cooper Flag and Concaneppel rookies, is in a way sort of an admission of the college guys, just them in college uniforms. It just isn't going to be as big as their eventual Topps Chrome rookie cards, but yeah, it is starting to feel like every single time that Topps releases a pretty notable product, there is the push of it's the biggest thing ever. But at the same time, if people are going to buy it, like we've been saying, if the market is moving that way, then I guess, they haven't been proven wrong yet.
I mean, their marketing is on fire right now.
Second to none at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we miss. That's why I keep alluding to is that you can fast forward, you can rewind 4 months ago when Prism football was coming out. There wasn't this demand. People were like, this is a down year. I can't get these autos, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, you're talking about last Prism. The
2025 that has the same players.
The biggest conversation that you would get was, well, this is the last Prism. That would literally be almost like, that was like selling point number one was that, well, this is the last time to get licensed Prism.
Right.
And I think it speaks to why, too, Topps Chrome Football had this explosion that they did, because it was like everybody was like, it's like waiting, because you said it, the football market was down considerably. There was no Topps products because of the reasons we had heard that they can't release that stuff during that time, during the dark time there. And all the Prism stuff was just like, Panini was like, yeah. It's the last one. So it's just like.
And unfortunately, the most in-demand rookie, Jackson Dart, was signed exclusive to Topps. So you had Dart cards, but you didn't have Dart autos. You didn't have Cam Ward autos. You no longer had Tom Brady autos. I mean, honestly, the Topps Chrome checklist, with the exception of not having Mahomes autos, which they have Mahomes cards, there's everything you want. They have every main quarterback. They have Tom Brady. They have Jackson Dart. They have Cam Ward. They have an assortment of all these options to bring value to every team. And I think we weren't really getting that with the Panini stuff because of the license. And no harm, no foul on Panini. That was just the hand they were dealt, the cards they were dealt, no pun intended. They had to deal with what they had because of these. And I'm just happy that this is kind of over now and we can get everybody back. We can get Tom Brady autos again. I mean, I haven't seen a Joe Burrow auto since his rookie year with Panini.
Yeah.
I haven't seen like a Jalen Hurts
I
auto.
went for 23,000.
At 23, yeah.
Well, that's the other thing is that, like, if you pull back the curtain, Panini would sign these guys on their rookie deal. They'd be willing to pay Joe Burrow $40 an auto or whatever the rate was. I don't know the rate. They would collect a few extra stickers for the next year, but they wouldn't pay Joe Burrow $150 an auto after that. They would just say, well, we'll just get another guy.
Or we'll reuse whatever inventory we have left.
Correct.
I would be curious to know that, because I'm sure there's this influx too, like when Panini initially took over and how top, like, I wonder what at the time, I mean, you could speak to it. Was there sort of like at the time this feeling of like, oh, wow, these products are way outselling the old top stuff? Or because I know it's not a total 1-to-1 because Top still retained the license and they had all the autos at the same time. And it was a crossover.
I go back to, I want to say it was 2014 Topps Chrome Football, and it was a highly sought after, highly touted Johnny Manziel's rookie year.
Yeah.
And we knew who the rookie photo shoot players were, so you're expecting you're going to get like mostly the 30 to 35 players that were at the rookie photo shoot, but they made a ton of it. And you were lucky to get 1 or 2 players from the rookie photo shoot in a full case. Jeez. And I believe that product actually, and this is, again, we're going back and I'm throwing out numbers that sound insane, but I think initially it was like, it peaked at like $200 a box, which I know now we laugh at. We're like, oh, that's hilarious. $200. Get a mega for that.
What we would give. Yeah.
Those, because that product was so overproduced, it actually fell. I think $35 is what a hobby box was going for.
Wow.
At one point, $35 to $40. I know some guys who took a huge position on closeouts at like $35, $40 a box. So,
jeez.
I mean, and that's like, besides this licensed release of Topps Chrome, that is like the last real true memory I have of Topps Chrome football is the 2014 year.
Jeez. And now here we are.
And yeah, boxes are not going to go down to $40 anytime soon.
Definitely not, maybe ever. Because you also have all these chases that are going to keep it going. We talked about it off air before we started. There was a video making rounds of Curb Your Enthusiasm actor Jeff Garland being very upset about the price of 24 Topps Chrome Update Baseball. And this is going to be what happens with Chrome Football, saying these boxes are so jacked up right now because everybody wants the Yoshinobu Yamamoto debut patch that is yet to surface. Well, it's going to happen with Chrome Football, where there's going to be at least one notable rookie premiere that does not surface for a while. Seeing is that we only have 5
I mean, considering,
in week 1?
I think we talked about it already, there's 92 of them.
Right.
So, I mean, we don't do this. It's not in our business model, but there are still a lot of consumers out there. I'll say consumers, but could be shops or breakering operations, but that they are speculative on the releases, and they probably do hold some of the product, or they store it away, or they just want to see what it's going to be doing in 10 years. So yeah, some of these cards may never come out.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a lot of collectors that I know out there that they only collect sealed wax. They don't rip anything. They only buy either boxes or cases to store away.
Yeah.
With no intention of ripping.
And I guess this is the part where when I first saw the prices, where maybe I wasn't thinking of like, oh yeah, look at just the comparison isn't. It is those products with like Topps Chrome of like the debut patches that are still out there. The big debut patches are still around because that's what the speculation will be. The gold shields, obviously these SPs and SSPs and stuff like that.
I do believe Did one of the gold shields get pulled?
I don't know if I saw that. I'd have to double check.
Josh Allen gold shield.
Wow.
Auto get pulled.
Well, that would be arguably the biggest one.
Maybe I got so much Topps Chrome on the dome. Maybe I dreamt that.
It's hard to keep up, I feel like, but I have not seen it. Yeah, no, I don't see anything yet about
dude, I think it did.
Maybe it did.
Was it pulled by a kid?
Well, good for them.
Maybe I dreamt it. I don't know. I'm talking about it now though. So.
Yeah, it was like the classic. What was it? The Paul Skeens, where the kid wrote in his journal, "What I did over Christmas vacation." Well, I pulled the Paul Skeens.
I think a hobby shop sold a box, and I think the Josh Allen autographed gold shield was pulled. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it does look like it.
Look at that. It wasn't a dream.
Yes.
Or I just spoke it into existence right now. It just got pulled.
This is from IG, Ludex and an IG user, TP35 cards. Shout out to them. 25 Topps Josh Allen 1/1 shield. The auto got pulled by a kid at a local card shop.
Okay.
There you go.
Thought I was going crazy for a second.
Yeah.
But
No, it happened. It definitely happened.
Cool.
Arguably the biggest one. Maybe the Jaden's bigger, but I think the Allen's the biggest one at this point. Maybe the Jaden.
The Jaden's a rookie, though.
It's not technically a rookie, but it honors his rookie season. So you could make that argument.
It's from his rookie season, but it will not have the RC on it. Yes.
Similar to the Skeens last year, where it was the gold patch for his.
Yeah. No, I think that as far as the gold shield, until next year when they have Matt Stafford, which will be the greatest football card of all time.
That reminds me, I don't know if I should wait for Doug to do my rage bait here.
Does it have to do with Matt Stafford?
I teased it. We got to do it. This was, I
know
wanted
there's
to
a rumor going around that Jimmy Garoppolo is thinking about retiring.
Well, all right, have fun in retirement to Jimmy G. Took the 49ers to a Super Bowl.
He did.
Good for him.
He has hardware.
He did take them to the Super Bowl.
He has hardware.
That is a fact.
He does have Super Bowl rings.
Well, yeah, that's also true. This is a graphic I saw from DraftKings.
He also, I think, has made $154 million.
He's made a lot of money in his career.
So, yeah, good for Jimmy.
Look, yeah, good for him, I guess. Good for Jimmy. Whatever. This is a graphic I saw from DraftKings. It says via World Population Review. Well, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it in my life.
I know where you're going. Okay.
This is a graphic of
I saw this
most popular NFL team by state. And if you're not watching this, the state of California is all Rams blue.
Whose house?
Hawaii belongs to the 49ers.
Man, I love that graphic.
Unbelievable.
And as much as I am a homer, I understand that is incorrect.
It is incorrect. There's not a chance.
There isn't. There was actually a ton of Ram fans that were in the comments of that post, and they were just like, I love it, and I wish it was true.
Yeah.
But there's no way it is.
The only way that's true is that the World Population Review just took the population of the Los Angeles metro area and went, well, that's the winner.
No, that probably wouldn't even work.
No.
I don't know. It might be based, and they might have based it on the overall value of the franchise.
That's true.
Now the Rams are valued. I think they're the second. I think they're second behind the Cowboys. In largest evaluation in a football franchise.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know why they would include that. But
it's a bit of a shock when I saw that, but it felt like
maybe they're forecasting in the next like 20 years.
Maybe.
Because that could be the case. And I mean, give the Rams 20 years, and if they are gonna run their franchise like the Dodgers are running their franchise right now in LA.
which could be happening. It's going to be happening to the Lakers because I think the Lakers just got bought by one of the owners of the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Or one of the,
there's one
consortium
thing.
of
There's
guys.
one thing about LA, like it or not, like those fan bases don't really take kind to having a losing franchise.
Right. Oh, definitely. Not.
You
Especially
look
the way
at
things are going.
at least with the major teams, like the Dodgers. Like, can you think of I was actually thinking about this. Can you think of the last time that the Dodgers were just bad for like 5 years?
No, I'd never in my life.
Can you
Even
think
when they weren't making the playoffs, they were always
they were
there.
always good. Like, can you think of like you basically start the season and you're just like, oh, the Dodgers are probably going to be the last place in the West.
I don't think there has ever been a year since
I would
have been paying
actually
attention to
go
baseball.
back. I don't know the last time the Dodgers were in last place.
Have they ever been in last
I
place?
have no idea. And
It's since they moved to LA. Should mention.
so, yeah, that, and then it's kind of the same thing with the Lakers.
very
Can you
similar.
remember the last time the Lakers have had a bad year
Lakers
here and
had
there?
Lakers had a run there in the end of Kobe's career where it was pretty rough.
Did they
when they were
have?
trying to do the Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle,
But they were
and it didn't work.
they were still competitive, and they were still like
Those are some pretty rough teams.
they weren't a 15 win team.
It wasn't that long. It was like 3 or 4 years.
But they didn't
that's
have
it.
I feel like every team has that 5-year period where it's just a total rebuild and they're bad.
I found it, by the way. The last time the Dodgers finished last place in the division, 1992.
Dude.
They were 63 and 99. Since then, they have
92. Let me
2005 they were bad.
Do you have the standings up there?
I do. I've got the full list of Dodgers. Oh, I'll get the full
92, and I want to say that it wasn't the same divisions that we have now.
No, this is 2 years before wild card.
So first place in 92, the Phillies
No,
or the Braves?
Braves.
Okay.
98 and 64. First place Braves, Reds, Padres, Astros, Giants, Dodgers.
Yep, Astros were a
Still a National League team at the time. Yeah. But yeah, and then before that, 71 and 91, I don't remember this 05 team very well. Oh, that was also when the whole division was awful, if I recall. Yeah, that was a bad year. Padres were 82 and 80 and won the division in 2005.
They were
2 games over 500.
2 games over 500 and won the division.
Won the national. If I recall, too, the Giants.
It's the only chance the Giants have this year.
The
is if
Giants-
somehow everybody finishes 500.
They finished 75 and 87. They
were in it.
The week before, they went. I swear to God, they went in it for a 3-game series, and they were something like 4 games out at 75 and 71 and something else.
Bonds' last year.
He was hurt most of the year. It was the second to last year. But yeah, that was a weird year where the Giants were somehow in it in the last week, and yeah, terrible year. But yeah, it's just going to be like that. The Dodgers are going to be good for.
But I mean, the Dodgers are like that. The Lakers are like that, and I
LA
think
sports is like
I really feel that the Rams are going, and I'm not trying to be a homer, but I think the Rams are going to be like that as well.
Hell, even the Clippers realize they have to do that. The Clippers haven't been really bad for a long time.
Honestly, like the Kings, the
Yeah.
Los Angeles Kings, I think they had a couple down years, but they're right back into being the playoffs.
Yeah, they're right
It's just those LA teams. They just
yeah.
even the Chargers. I know you're a huge Charger fan.
Go Bolts. Yeah, go Bolts.
Haven't got over the hump, but consistently
consistent.
good.
They are consistently a talented team. I got to also I shout anyone from the New York, Jersey area. The Jets are listed as the #1 team in New York. I don't know if I believe that either.
Over Buffalo?
I was gonna say the Giants.
I would say the Giants, but
me,
I
the
would
Giants.
say right now,
In the whole state of New York, though, because New York City is still #1.
But I mean, Buffalo. I feel like one, their fan base travels
They do.
well.
They do. I would still bet the Giants are more popular in the city
But
of New
you
York,
look
maybe.
you look at New York, the New York teams, and you're like, okay, what team this year has a chance of, going to the Super Bowl? It feels like for the last 5 years, it's been the Bills.
It's been the Bills. Now, they're not New York City proper, so I think there would be New York Giants and Jet fans who go, they don't count.
Neither are the other
They're basically
two.
Toronto's team.
Neither are the other two.
No.
They're New Jersey.
They're in New Jersey. Yeah, they're all there. So, real quick before we get into some goofy stories, we'll go back to Bowman Basketball. It's out this week. It's out on Wednesday. The first Bowman chase, it's there. They're in their college uniforms. Still going to be big chases, still going to be big cards. They're bringing the retrofractors to Bowman
Bill
Basketball.
Russell.
Yeah, I love that Bill Russell.
That is dope.
And the Shaquille O'Neal LSU signed cards as
Yep.
well. But a big push on Bowman Basketball. Animes are in here. Obviously, the inscribed autos. But the big thing, I think, is the fact that there are the rookies, and they're bringing the red rookie redemption to basketball, which I'm trying to remember the red rookie redemptions for baseball. They also included the whole, yes, they did. You can trade it in when they win rookie of
It
the
goes
year.
all the way up to being a Hall of Famer.
Right. Which I think I just saw on it. Anyway, I'm not going to say it. I saw something in the bins where I'm like, well, that's a red rookie right there. I don't know if I believe in this guy, but
Is it baseball?
yeah, I saw one in the dollar bins, like $5, $10. Something.
Tell me who it is. Who are you thinking is going to be a Hall of
Oh no,
Famer?
no, I don't think he's going to. But I saw it was $5, and I went, why not? It's Matt Shaw, the Cubs.
Okay.
Like if he makes an all-star team,
I would say all-star.
Although I don't think
think there's
all-star
also a tier for MVP.
all-star does not count for baseball. It's Rookie of the Year, MVP, Cy Young, 1, 2, 3 times, and then Hall of Fame. I believe I'll have to double check this, but I think basketball's is a little different, where it is not. No, it is the same thing. Damn, I thought it was different. Regardless, Rookie of the Year, $200. This is all in fan cash. $200 fan cash for Rookie of the Year.
I will say with basketball, though, the Hall of Fame is also based on your collegiate career, right?
Yeah.
So you could be like, you can be an amazing, like Christian Laettner, I believe
He's in the Hall of Fame?
I think he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He's not in the Hall of Fame on his NBA career.
No.
But he's based on his college career. So if you can find a player who probably played 4 years, has a bunch of scoring records, they could potentially be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And I think, too, this is such a good year for this because obviously it sounds like Concanepple is the favorite to win this. It could be Cooper Flagg, but he's the favorite. And again, this might be hating on Concanepple. If you were to tell me which of these two guys is more likely to win an MVP in their career, it's Cooper Flagg. I think eventually Cooper Flagg could be an MVP talent. So if you're bummed about Cooper Flagg not winning it and you go, this red rookie redemption is not nearly what I thought it could be. He wins the MVP. He wins 3 MVPs. It's $1,000, and then Hall of Fame $1,250. But if he's a Hall of Famer at that point, that card's going to be a lot bigger than $1,250.
I love the promo. I just feel like there's a lot of things that can change in our industry in 20 years.
Oh yeah. Are you really hanging on to that? Yeah,
You're really hanging on to that. And is anybody going to remember this promo? Is there going to be somebody there who's like, hey, 25 years ago, I bought all these red rookie like cards of Cooper Flagg. He's a Hall of Famer now. Somebody better cut me a check for $50,000.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to happen. Somebody's waiting on. Somebody's sitting on these. It's wishful thinking, I think. But I think this is
I love it. It gets people to it gets us talking about it. I mean, it definitely adds value to, collecting those rookies. I love the idea. It's thinking really, really far in the future.
Yeah. I think there's a better potential for this to pay off than it for baseball. Because I feel like Rookies of the Year, look at Rookies of the Year in baseball from the last 20 years. There's a few guys who have become all-stars and stuff like that, MVPs. There's quite a few that have become huge, huge players. But you will be shocked at the amount of guys that, one, had fine careers or you have completely forgotten about.
Well, it also is the difference between the Baseball Hall of Fame is still I feel like it's the 1% of
The 1%.
the 1%.
Right.
Like you could be a 4 or 5 time All-Star and, more a decade being the best player on your team, and it still probably doesn't get you over that hump to be considered one of the best of that time.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Because I can't even, let's say from 2015 to now, let's say the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
What players are played from 2015 to, let's just say, 2025 that you think are going to be a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame?
In the last 10 years?
Last 10 years.
Trout.
Trout. You think that Trout is a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yes.
You think no matter, even though the last 5 years of his career have been injury plagued, you think that when he is eligible, is he going to have 500 home runs?
He's at 400.
Okay. But that's
I don't think he needs 500 home runs. If Mike Trout retired tomorrow, he's a first ballot Hall of Fame.
He's not going to have 3,000 hits.
No. Mike Trout, if we're going by wins above replacement, is 48th all time. He's sandwiched between George Brett and Bob Gibson.
It used to be like, and it's gotten a little looser, but it was like if you didn't have 3,000 hits.
No, I know.
Or you weren't in the 500 home run club.
He's going to get to 2,000. He's at 1772, 411 home runs, 216 stolen bases, career 293 hitter, career 407 on base, 977 OPS. He's a Hall of Famer.
I think he is
3 MVPs. He's a Hall of Famer. It's not even a question.
I don't think. No, I think he is. I wouldn't say it's not a question.
It's not a question. There's not a question. I think he's one of the few guys where I'm like 100% alive. That's why he's the first name out of my mouth.
Okay, so
Ohtani would be next.
Ohtani already in the Hall of Fame.
Yes. I don't care. That's another one. He's a special exception. I don't really care what he does the rest of his career.
Okay.
He's already done it.
Okay.
He's done what nobody else has done.
Can you give me somebody else other than Ohtani?
Justin Verlander. But that's also 20 years, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I consider him in that era. Mookie?
How about Paul Goldschmidt?
He's borderline to me. He's borderline. He's close, but he's borderline.
Nolan Arenado.
He's close. He's really close.
Ronald Acuna.
Not enough time yet. Just not enough. Maybe Harper I'll throw in there.
Carlos Correa.
I need more. Need a little more. I need a little more. I'm looking at the list right now of active in WAR, and I'm looking at the top 5. Trout, Verlander, Mookie Betts, who I think is still there. I need him to have like 1 or 2 more really good years. But he's already won a World Series. He's won an MVP. He's pretty decorated. Max Scherzer, Freddie Freeman's a Hall of Famer. I think Aaron Judge is on that. He's a Hall of Famer. Goldschmidt's 6th, so maybe Goldschmidt, Machado, and then
you put Manny Machado in the Hall of Fame.
I'm putting Manny Machado in the Hall of Fame. 2,000 hits. He's 33.
I love how this was a football focus,
and
top
here we
strong
are
football, and we just went into the weeds.
Well, this is how
I like that debate though.
2,000 hits for his career, and he's only 33.
Goldschmidt,
Machado, he might be a 3,000 hit guy. Maybe it's an outside shot, but he might end with like 2,600, 2,700.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
think there's a shot.
I look at those guys and I look at the guys that I kind of witnessed growing up playing baseball, and I just feel like these players are good, but they're not at the level of like they're not. I know Barry Bonds isn't in the Hall of Fame, but none of them are Barry Bonds.
Trout was there. Trout really was there. I do believe that. If from 2012 to 2020, Trout was playing at that level. I think now Judge and Ohtani are playing at that level. Not Bonds. Bonds is, but if you're talking about that style of player where you're like undeniable, that's the best player in baseball. That's a guy when I'm old, I'm going to say, I watched that guy play.
I mean,
those three guys.
Verlander and Scherzer, I think, without a doubt, like they will be first ballot Hall of Famers.
I'll give you one more guy that I think is going to sneak up on everybody for Hall of Fame, but he's going to hit a mark this year that I think makes him pretty close to undeniable. Jose Ramirez of the Guardians. He is currently sitting at 291 home runs and 297 steals. He is about to join the 300 club, which does not a guarantee for the Hall of Fame, but it's Barry Bonds, Willie Mays, Andre Dawson, Bobby Bonds, Reggie Sanders, Steve Finley, Alex Rodriguez.
Sanders?
I know, right? Alex Rodriguez, Carlos Beltran. Most of those guys are Hall of Famers or should be Hall of Famers.
Jose Ramirez, I think, is one of those guys that you look back on and you're like,
we're gonna be surprised.
Like David Justice was a great player. But not a Hall of Famer.
I think, though, Ramirez is 33. He's got an outside shot at 400, which then he's the only guy in baseball history to do that other than Barry Bonds. That makes him
I mean, that's some pretty substantial accolades. I think they kind of went under the radar.
He plays in Cleveland his whole career. And he kind of was a late bloomer. He was like 25 when he had his first 25 when he had his first really, really good year. But yeah. Real quick, before we say goodbye, we'll get off the Baseball Hall of Fame talk. It's 4:20 as we're recording this.
Sweet.
So had some
explains the tangent on the topic.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So I had some stories that sounded like maybe they came out of a smoke sesh of some interesting thoughts. So these are stories where are we serious or what are we smoking? So I'll give you a few stories here that. In and around the hobby. First up, I'll just ask this. True or false, GameStop has changed their official slogan from power to the players to power to the breakers.
That's incorrect.
It is incorrect. But I will throw this at you. They are using that phrase for their brand new product that they just put out, which I believe, what do they call? They just had this up. Let me find it real quick. It was like power packs or power player packs or something like that. Gosh, I just had it up.
It's like their buyback.
They have a new buyback. Yeah, power packs is what they are. I went on the website and it's quite a display. GameStop and PSA are doing this new digital pack, $25. Digital packs, but the cards are real, so it's in the PSA vault. And it's $25 to get in on it. And yeah, I looked at like the baseball ones, and there's Ohtani rookies and some cool Judge autos for the Pokemon. There's series. There's Generation 1 stuff like Charizards and stuff for $25. The highest I think it gets to is about $400 for the resale value estimated. But yeah.
But the purchase price is $25
to get in on. And it's a digital, but it's from the PSA vault. So, and yes, they are using for power packs, power to the breakers.
Cool.
That is what they're using. All right, next up. Tom Brady last week offered free boxes of Chrome football to anyone who pulled one of his autographs out of the product from release day through the weekend.
No, he didn't. Didn't he say that he would FaceTime?
Yeah, that's what it was. He said he was going to FaceTime you.
Yeah, I'm really hip to all the content.
You are.
I feel like I need to remove myself.
Although
from
that
maybe
is,
I need to go back to the master's mindset and start putting my phone somewhere. Because I think I'm digesting too much content.
Yeah, that's right. You went back and you're like, oh no.
I went back. I think I'm kind of making up for the 2 days I didn't have my phone on me.
Right. That is one though. If you were in, you were coming.
But I think it was also it was a great promo by Card Vault.
It was.
But it had to be pulled either in a Card Vault location or in a Card Vault break.
Right. Great. Yeah. Very good. But I sure there is probably a guy who was in a break, probably was partaking and went, Tom Brady's going to be my friend if I pull the card. Which, hey, maybe. Who knows? Maybe the FaceTime would have gone well.
You never know how that FaceTime's going to work out. Maybe Maybe there's an instant connection.
Have you seen the gloves by Will Klein and Jacob Mizorowski? I'll put this. You might have seen it in the slide there if you're watching this.
I also saw that somewhere.
Yeah,
on the interwebs, but yeah, they with the Pokemon card.
Yep, they got a Pokemon card. It's got a sleeve in the
Will Klein is
from the Dodgers. Dodgers relief pitcher. Was a game was that what was that? Was it game 3 or game 4 that went like 18 innings last year? He was the hero as he went about 4 or 5 innings. Rookie, incredible story. But MLB considering banning Pokemon cards from MLB locker rooms because of these new card gloves. I sure hope they're not.
I hope not,
because that would ruin our plans.
Yeah, let's hopefully. Well, I think the wheels are already in motion, but it's fine.
This is, by the way, this is not happening. They are not considering that yet.
Okay, yeah, they
are not doing what happened at my school when Pokemon first came out, which was a full-on ban of Pokemon cards from school. And if you brought them, they got confiscated. So somewhere in my elementary school, they are sitting on a gold mine.
They probably threw them all away, Cody.
They definitely did. They 100% did. So they threw away thousands of dollars. Last one, WrestleMania just happened this weekend. WWE is auctioning off a match-used casket from the Undertaker. That is 100% happening.
Yes.
Which
I
actually is kind of awesome.
Yeah, a match used Undertaker. I think the Undertaker signed it.
Yeah.
Very cool story. I need to unplug and get. This is
you knew every single thing.
This is really shine a light on my content consumption.
Look, it's our job, but if you want to get back on a plane to the Masters back to Augusta, by all means, I understand. Yeah, maybe that's what we all need.
Egg salad.
There you go. And that's gonna do it this week for the hype. Bowman Basketball is out on Wednesday. Plus, we got a bunch of soccer this week. I believe there's Donruss Road to the World Cup. It's gonna be big. I think there's a lot of stuff coming out for World Cup very, very soon. So stick around for that stuff. It's going to be real. Soccer's going to get really hot here in the next month or so as we get closer and closer to the World Cup. Blizzard's top 5 is Premier League. Lots of big stuff. You can get it all at Mojobreak.com. Use promo code DUNKS15, 15% off your next order at Mojobreak.com. That's 50 total uses, 1 per customer. It's going to end on April 27th. That is it for the hype. For Doug, for Dan, I'm Cody. See you guys next time. See you.
Later.